You know the kid. Every team has one. He doesn't seem to try that hard, yet the ball sticks to his feet like glue. He glides past defenders effortlessly. He was born fast, born agile, and born with vision. You look at him, then you look at yourself. The one who works twice as hard but stays twice as slow, and you tell yourself a lie to protect your ego. You say, he's just talented. I didn't get those genetics. That one sentence is the most expensive mistake you will ever make. It is the white flag of surrender. By labeling someone as talented, you are giving yourself permission to remain average. You are deciding that your ceiling is predetermined by a DNA lottery you didn't win. But what if I told you that talent is just a word lazy people use to describe efficient neural pathways? What if I told you that your genetic limit is a ghost that doesn't actually exist? The truth is, you aren't untalented. You are just unwired. Today, we are going to perform a biological audit on the concept of greatness. We are going to deconstruct the myelin sheath, the science of epigenetics, and why your current hard work is failing to trigger the genetic switches required to make you elite. I am going to prove to you that your body is a programmable piece of hardware, and right now you are just running outdated software. If you give me the next 10 minutes, I will show you how to hijack your own biology and rewrite your athletic code. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a technical manual for the human machine. If you want to stay in the shadows of the gifted kids, click off now. But if you want to understand how to overtake them, listen closely. Let's start with the most important biological structure in football: myelin. Think of your brain and your muscles as being connected by copper wires. When you learn a new skill, like a scanning pattern or a first touch, you are sending an electrical signal along those wires. In an average player, that wire is thin and exposed. The signal leaks. It's slow. It's inconsistent. This is why your touch is heavy under pressure. In a talented player, that wire is wrapped in a thick layer of fatty insulation called myelin. Myelin acts like fiber optic casing. It prevents the signal from leaking and allows it to travel up to 100 times faster. When you see Messi react to a tackle before it even happens, you aren't seeing magic. You are seeing a high-voltage electrical signal traveling through a heavily myelinated neural circuit. The breakthrough? Myelin is not genetic. It is built. It is a physical substance that your brain wraps around your circuits only when you provide a specific type of stimulus called deep practice. Most of you are exercising for 2 hours, but you aren't sending a loud enough signal to trigger myelination. You are just noodling around with the ball. This is why you stay stuck at the same level for years. You are sending weak signals, so your brain sees no reason to upgrade your hardware. To build an elite brain, you have to stop trying to be good in training and start trying to reach the edge of failure. Myelin only grows when the system is pushed to the point where it almost breaks. This is the first protocol of the elite blueprint. The struggle is the signal. But it's not just your brain, it's your DNA. You think your height, your speed, and your explosiveness are fixed. You think you are a finished product. Science disagrees. Welcome to the world of epigenetics. You were born with a set of genes, but those genes are not a blueprint. They are a switchboard. Some switches are on, and some are off. Elite performance is about knowing how to flip the switches for fast twitch fiber recruitment and mitochondrial density. Your environment and your training load determine which genes are expressed. If you train like a robot, you flip the slow and rigid switches. If you train using contrast loading and neural priming, you signal your body to rewrite its own physical potential. You are literally telling your cells, the current version of me is not fast enough to survive. Rebuild the engine. The problem for 99% of you is that you don't have the key to the switchboard. You go to the gym and do a bodybuilding split you found on TikTok. You go to the pitch and do a stamina run that is actually just a slow jog. You are sending the signal for average, and your body, being the perfect machine it is, delivers exactly that, mediocrity. If you want to look at the talented kid and know with mathematical certainty that you will overtake him in 12 weeks, you need a different map. You need a protocol that targets myelination and epigenetic adaptation simultaneously. You need to move from trying hard to engineering results. This is precisely why I built the 12-week Elite Blueprint. I didn't make this ebook to give you tips. I made it to give you a system. I took the exact periodization used by the top 1% of academies and condensed it into an 84-day biological contract. Phase 1 is the engine rebuild. We fix your aerobic base so your brain is never starved of oxygen. Phase 2 is the explosion. We use contrast training to force your DNA to flip the power switches. Phase 3 is the assassin. We use chaos drills to wrap your neural circuits in myelin until your movement is automatic. If you are tired of being the kid who has potential but never fulfills it, stop guessing. The roadmap is in the description. Now back to the science of why you are currently failing. Protocol 1, the 100% intent rule. If you do a drill at 90% intensity, you are wasting your time. Biologically, 90% is a maintenance signal. It tells your body, we are fine as we are. To trigger an upgrade, you must reach 100%, the point of discomfort. In the blueprint, we use RPE 10 sessions. This means when the schedule says sprint, you are not just running fast. You are trying to tear the grass out of the ground. You are trying to break the machine. This violent intent is what forces the central nervous system to adapt. The kid you think is talented likely just has a higher baseline of intent. He plays every rep like his life depends on it. You can match that today. Protocol 2. The sensory lockdown. Talented players have automated their basics. They don't look at the ball because their brain has built such thick myelin around their touch circuits that they don't need visual feedback. You, however, are still babysitting the ball with your eyes. This creates cognitive overload. If your brain is busy looking at the ball, it cannot look at the space. You look slow because your brain is multitasking. The fix. You need dissociated technical volume. On the Saturday technical days in the blueprint, we focus on high-rep wall work where your eyes are banned from looking down. We are forcing the myelin to grow by removing the visual crutch. Protocol 3. The metabolic waste flush. Most of you think you are untalented at stamina. You think you just have bad lungs. No, you just have a high sensitivity to acidosis. When you sprint, hydrogen ions build up in your muscles. If your body isn't trained to clear that acid, your brain shuts your legs down to protect you. Talent in midfielders is often just a highly efficient lactate threshold. They can run longer not because they have more willpower, but because their cells have more waste disposal units, mitochondria. In phase 1 of the blueprint, we don't just run. We use zone 2 to build the highways that clear that acid. We are physically changing the chemistry of your blood. Think about the implications of this. If you can clear acid 20% faster than the talented kid, who wins in the 80th minute? If your neural signals move 50% faster because of myelin, who wins the 1v1? If your tendons are stiffer because of isometric loading, who wins the aerial duel? The gifted player relies on his baseline. He is a Ferrari that never gets an oil change. You are a Toyota that is being rebuilt into a Formula 1 car. Eventually the curves intersect. Eventually the hard worker who trains with biological intelligence leaves the talented loafer in the dust. This is the secret history of the pros. For every Neymar, there are 10,000 players who made it simply by being more engineered. You have to decide which side of the talent coin you want to be on. You can stay on the side of the 99%. The ones who make excuses. The ones who try but never train. The ones who think the $27 for a blueprint is too much while they spend $100 on a new pair of boots that won't make them any faster. Or you can join the 1%. The ones who realize that the only thing standing between them and the pro level is a lack of structured stress. The ones who realize that their body is a project, not a prison. The 12-week Elite Blueprint is the heaviest, most scientific tool I have ever created. It is designed to be the talent you think you lack. If you are still watching this, you are already ahead of the pack. 90% of the people who clicked this video have already left. They wanted a 3-minute hack. They wanted a magical drill. When they realized that the answer was myelination and 12 weeks of disciplined structure, they folded. They aren't ready for the truth. But you are still here. That tells me that you aren't looking for a shortcut. You are looking for the roadmap. You are tired of being the underdog. You are tired of being the bench player. You are ready to become the anomaly. You are ready to be elite. Download the free nutrition cheat sheet right now to start fixing your fuel. Then, if you are serious about the next 3 months of your life, secure the 12-week Elite Blueprint. Look at the diagrams. Study the phases. Understand the why behind every rep. Stop asking for talent. Start demanding adaptation. Your DNA is waiting for the signal. Your brain is waiting for the myelin. Your engine is waiting for the turbo. The only thing missing from the equation is your executive decision. Are you going to keep exercising, or are you going to start training? The field is quiet. The lights are off. Nobody is watching. This is where the 1% is made. In the boring runs, in the heavy carries, in the mouth-taped sleep, in the dark. You have the blueprint. You have the science. Now you have the responsibility. Don't let your genetics be an excuse for your lack of discipline. Become the player you were meant to be. Go work,